everybody. Welcome back to Level Up Loading, Fight Feelings, Face Facts with yours truly, Shay Shay. That is moi, of course. This is really unplanned, and I told you guys that this season I would be a little bit more sporadic, just because I have to really realize that being creative, you can't put a time stamp on my creativity. You can't put a time frame on when I'm going to feel up to recording or when I'm going to actually have a message to relay. And so for me, I had to kind of get out of the schedule thing of it. You know what I mean? It was helpful for me in the first season because I was getting the hang of it. It helped me to stay accountable. It helped me to make sure that I was consistent. But this season, I'm a lot more, a lot more comfortable in front of the mic and getting more comfortable in front of the camera. And I am just ready to pop in whenever I feel the need to. And that's what I'm planning on doing. So I'm no longer going to stifle myself and make it just about once a week or this day every week or, whenever I feel the mood to speak to y'all, that's when I'll do it. And I hope that's okay with y'all. This hair, I'm sorry, y'all. This hair is getting everywhere. But I hope it's okay with y'all. If not, make it enough. No, but seriously, I'm really just really excited about having a different perspective when it comes to my podcast, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it, and no matter if my message I can't speak. My message reaches 100 people or 100,000 people, I think that I have something of value to say, and I am going to continue to put that out into the world. And I know that the information and the things that I'm putting out are timeless, and it still will hold relevancy even beyond, you know, this year and the years to come. I know that for a fact because one thing about it, people are people, humans are humans, emotions are emotions, feelings are feelings, and facts are facts. And so for me, I just really think that being able to express this is almost like a time capsule for me as well of my growth and of my evolution as a woman, as a person, as a advocate for others. Just to be able to potentially look back at this and say, wow, look how far you've come. You know, I know that however this evolves, whether that is, let me not say however, like I don't have control over that, but when this evolves to book deals and when this evolves to um, sponsorships and outreach programs that far surpass anything that I have even imagined when it's originally became a thought, to watch that potentially come into fruition is just something that I'm looking forward to. But in the same token, I am enjoying the now. I am enjoying the moment. I am enjoying my growth. I am enjoying the stretching. And so I just want to get that out the way. I really am so happy that you guys are tuning in constantly, and I'm hoping that the visuals help you feel more connected with me. And for those of you who don't listen to the or don't watch the visuals, I'm hoping that you're still getting something out of it too. And I hope that you don't feel slighted or anything when it comes to knowing that others are watching, because you can watch too. You can listen, you can watch. Y'all can just put your phone on my on my channel and just let it just play through. Y'all can put it on my Anchor, Spotify, and just let it play through. Listen, just saying. Also, you guys can donate and support and all of that stuff too. But honestly, like at the end of the day, that's just an option. That's not why I'm here. It's not. It would be nice to have, assistance with that, because it can definitely lead to better equipment and better things for me. But at the same time, like this is all a process, and I'm willing to go through the steps. however that looks, in order to get to the next level. Because this is a level up journey. You don't just get to one, plane and that's it. There's always a next level. So I'm ready to do the work, and I hope you guys are too. Anywho, one of the quick little things I wanted to talk about, and this video shouldn't be that long, hopefully, with my little talkative self. You never know. But what I will say is one thing that I wanted to talk about today is anxiety. And I know that it's something that so many people up and down my timeline, up and down my what do you call it? News feed, that's Facebook, is people talking about anxiety and anxiousness and how it kind of plays into this crazy world that we live in now. Even pre-COVID, even pre-COVID, this world is already torture for someone who has anxiety. And I think I've had anxiety my whole life. I didn't know what it was. I just categorized it as whatever it was at that moment to get over it and move on. But anxiety can be crippling if you don't know how to handle it, and if you don't know how to kind of get into your space of calming down and releasing and breathing, like just zoning out and actually giving yourself permission to not be okay for a moment, but also knowing that, hey, this too shall pass. I cannot live here. This is a stopping point. You cannot live. Excuse me, y'all. Please don't judge me. But anyway, this is not a stopping place. You know, and sometimes people they continue to live in a place that's only supposed to be momentary. You're only supposed to feel this feeling for a bit and get over it. And when I say get over it, that sounds so dismissive. I'm not saying get over it like, oh, get over it. When I say get over it, I just mean work through it, figure out what's causing it, what is the issue, why are you feeling this way, what's making this such an anxious moment for you, what are your triggers, things like that. And there are some people who, instead of trying to figure out how to move past it, they just rather live in it and bask in the anxiety. And so I feel as though we need to fight the feeling of trying to be in control, because I think a lot of anxiety comes from the need to be in control. And I say that from a standpoint because I am myself guilty of being type A personality at times, not all the time, but when it comes, it comes. Uh, I hate to admit this, but somewhat of a control freak. I have gotten a lot better as time has gone on, and as I've done some self work and self evaluation and analyzing. I've gotten a lot better with that, but for a long time, I did not know that I was low key a control freak. And it all came and stems from insecurity. Honestly, it all stems from some form of insecurity, whether it's abandonment issues, whether it's, your aesthetic, whether it's wanting everyone to like you, whatever the reason of the insecurity is, that's what it stems from. And so, as a control freak, you feel like you can manipulate the situation to what you want it to be. So those people who study the menu before they go to a restaurant because they want to already know what they have, because they don't want to be on the spot when it's time to order, or those people who their friends have to check in before letting them know what time they're going to arrive at the event. It all stems from insecurities. Are they going to show up for you? Are they going to be there? Are you going to feel silly when you don't know what side dishes they have at this restaurant? Like, it's okay. And I don't want to be dismissive or, sound like I'm talking about anxiety in a way that's negative, because I know that more than likely you didn't choose this lifestyle, it chose you. And whatever trauma brought you here and brought you to that point is out of your control. I'm almost 100% sure of it. But you have to realize what it is in order to fix it. And knowing that it's a control issue and it's an insecurity gives you so much more power because you can say, okay, let me take a step back. Let me take a step back here and say, I might not know what's going to come from the situation, but I know that I will be okay regardless. There is nothing bad that's going to happen to you because you paused at the restaurant. Nothing. There's nothing bad that's going to happen to you because you didn't check in with your friend to see if they were going to show up. The worst thing that will happen is that you don't go, or that they don't show up and you're there by yourself. But nothing life threatening. Let's say nothing bad. Let's just say nothing life threatening is going to occur when that happens. And when we actually sit back and relinquish some of that control and just let life be what it is, because at the end of the day, what's going to happen is going to happen. You could do everything in the world, like the movie Butterfly Effect. You could try to change these little small things, but then you'll be changing other things. Like, there's something that you thought was, if I could do this over, then it would be all better. And then you change that thing, and then it leads to something else even worse than what the first outcome was. I don't know if you guys ever saw a Butterfly Effect. Jesus, I cannot talk. I don't know if you guys ever saw Butterfly Effect, but please, if you have not, or if you haven't saw it in a while, please go take a look at it. I really cannot talk today, y'all. I'm so sorry. I don't know. It's Sunday, so I guess my tongue said it wants to rest as well. Whatever. But anyway, if you have not saw the movie, please check it out. Like, it just goes to show you that we really are not in control. And there's a reason why we're not in control. Because we don't know what to do with control. If nothing in this world can show you that we don't know what to do with control, look at the politics of the world. Look at the governments of the world. If these people orchestrate and puppet string certain things, imagine if they really had the power to make things happen exactly as they wanted to. Imagine if you did. Imagine how less authentic things would be if we could just make things happen how we wanted to. If we saw this man, I'm just saying this from a standpoint of a woman, if we saw this fine man walking down the street and we could just make him love us and like us, sure, that's okay, great. For a while, that'd be great. But is that genuine? Like, is that genuine? It's not the same. When something comes to you with no legitimacy, you won't feel the same about it. And so I think that we have to relinquish the need to be in control. We have to fight that feeling of the need to be in control and face the fact that we don't know what should happen. There's people out here that think they know what's best for them and they miss out on stuff and then something better comes along. But imagine if you were tied up with this something that wasn't even for you in the first place. But you got what you wanted, but you missed out on better because you think you know, but you don't. And that's a part of anxiety. Us trying to control the narrative. Instead of being prepared and being confident in ourselves to know that no matter what, we're going to be okay. Like, I've never not been okay, even when I wasn't okay. Even times when I didn't think I was going to be okay, I've never not been okay. And even when I am eventually not okay, I still will be okay. We have to give ourselves the grace and the respect to be able to move accordingly to plans that we may not have a say so in. One of my favorite things to say, and if you're my friend on or follow me on any of the social sites, I didn't ask for any of this. I always say that. I didn't ask for any of this. Like my mom and my daddy, they did their thing and now I gotta pay bills. I don't understand how that's fair, but once again, I am not in control. I am not in control. But as much as that can be a scary thing and something that can give you anxiety, can you also take a moment to think about how freeing that is? Being in control is a lot of work, a lot of responsibility, a lot of pressure. Imagine living your life knowing that I don't control this scenario. All I can control is me and how I react to it. Just saying. It's been working for me a lot. I am not perfect in any form, way, shape, but being able to allow the world and the things around me, the people and places and situations around me to just be what they are instead of trying to manipulate them and fit them into my world has relieved a lot of my anxiety. And I think that I will probably do another episode on anxiety a little more in depth. So, because it's such a big deal, like it's not something that you can just capture in one quick episode, but especially because so many people are affected by it. But I just honestly feel like it's a control freak insecurity issue. And if we really think about it, somehow we got there. Something in our life, whether it was when we were children or, young adults, or even though last week something happened to where we said, we're never going to let this happen again. I'm going to make sure that I am completely scheduling and pinpointing everything from here on out from forever. Like, what? That's not realistic. And that's setting yourself up for failure. Honestly, it's setting yourself up for failure. It's setting yourself up to be disappointed. And this also goes along with the expectations, things that I talked about. It's the expectation that you're not going to actually be able to bring it to fruition. So I want to leave you guys with this tidbit. Just please, please, please feel the anxiety, but also understand where it's coming from. And if possible, do your work, do the self work to figure out where this insecurity and where this trauma is coming from, where this need to be in control. Why do I feel out of control? Why does feeling out of control scare me this much? What has happened to me? What do I think will happen to me if I am not in control? Because honestly, even in the moments when you are in control, you are not in control. I hope you know that. All the money, the power in the world cannot make you in control. You have wins, you have losses, you have good days, you have bad days, you have luck, you have, whatever the opposite of luck is. But you're not in control. It's okay to be anxious. It's okay to feel a certain type of way about situations. It's okay to not be okay. But at some point, you do have to get to the core of it and you have to figure out why and what is causing you to feel that way in order for you to truly, truly evolve and then truly fix it and move on to the next level. The next level is our destination, always. Yeah, we're going to enjoy where we are. We're going to bask in it. We're going to enjoy with the things that we pray for. But the next level is something that we're aspiring to at all times. And I think that we can do it. Myself personally is something that I struggle with every now and then, not often, but it does rear its ugly head in moments of insecurity and moments of doubt. And I know that there are people who doubt themselves a lot more frequently than others, and that's okay. Just figure out what is triggering you, what is the issue, and why. It's the best thing for you. Face the fact that you are not in control. You're not. And anyway, on that note, guys, I wanted this to be quick, but it's still not as quick as I wanted. It's fine. You guys have a good one. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my Sunday. Find me something to watch and relax and get myself prepared for the work week ahead. You guys have a good one, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.